the show. Does it matter? Just out of curiosity. I had to know.
It's good.
All right, let's go for it.
Hi, I'm Ash.
Hi.
So I was wondering, if Jack is technically part angel, could he hypothetically switch vessels, or would that not be possible due to his human part?
Well, I'm going to say that's going to be not possible solely based on me wanting to play the part. At this point, I can't afford for Jack just to be switching bodies. I think he can only be me. I don't know if that's in the Wikipedia yet, but I'm going to throw that out there right now. Yeah, it's crazy, just the characters, like right now, like Dean Michael. It's really funny in the script, it'll be like, Dean Michael, and we're like, Dean, is it Michael? So I'm gonna say no, I'm gonna shoot it down. Thank you, though. Hi.
Hi, I'm Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
I was hoping you could settle a debate that me and my mom were having during the season.
Okay, I don't want to get involved in family squabbles. I'll do my best, though.
Okay, short version, my mom loves you and thinks you're an awesome character. I'm still kind of on the fence and think you might go dark side. Is that possible at all?
I definitely think that, first of all, shout out your mom. I think the characters, the dangerous part about Jack is that he is the son of Lucifer, so there's definitely a possibility that it can all go south at any moment. And I think that was definitely what was driving Dean last year. I don't know, I think that Jack just has just that little thing in him where he's definitely capable of going to the dark side. I hope he doesn't, but, you know, I mean, hold on, we'll see, you know. That doesn't really settle the debate. I'm gonna go with Jack being good forever. Thank you. Hi.
So I was just wondering, like, through the time you've been working on the set, what has been your favorite fail that you've either witnessed or accidentally done?
My favorite fail. I have to think about that one.
You need to hit your thing.
You know, sometimes you forget lines. Sometimes you just say the lines wrong. Those are hilarious fails, but safety on set's kind of like an important thing. So no one's like fallen off a cliff or like tripped over a camera. Pretty safe. In terms of fails, I think mostly it would just be probably me being like hard on myself. You know, to be like, we need to do that take again. You know? Yeah. Not a hilarious answer. My bad. Hello.
Hi, I'm Terry. I have a question. I follow Lord Tyrion on Instagram. So my question is, where is he today?
Lord Tyrion is currently ruling the kingdom. Back in the apartment. Who knows what he's done in our absence? So I did say this at the meeting greet earlier, but if you guys would like, we'll take a poll. There is a Lord Tyrion story that I can share. I'll take that as a yes. For the rest of you guys, sorry. So Tyrion, despite his majestic life, somehow manages to almost end his life every year. So I don't know if your guys' animals do this, but he'll get a lung infection, or in one case he jumped off an 8-story balcony to the ground and nearly died. He's alive, it's okay. More recently, Jenna pulled how long? Like this much string out of him because he ate it. So most recently, this past week, I picked him up and he kind of made like a little noise. He went like, oh God, no. What has this cat done now? And then I did it again to be sure, and he's like, I'm like, oh no, like we're gonna have to go gonna rush to the vet, like we gotta go, it's an emergency, but he's fine, he's purring, whatever. So we wake up in the morning, and then on the couch, as a gift, I think he decided, so he puked up the treats that I gave him last night, but he also puked up a large feather, probably about the size of his body. So that is life with the Lord, Tyrion. TMI? Okay, cool. Hi.
Hi, I'm Megan.
What up, Megan?
In the season finale, when Lucifer is trying to make Sam or Jack kill each other, after Sam picks up the blade, was Jack afraid of Sam killing him in that moment, or was he okay with it? Did he trust him?
I mean, he definitely has a huge trust for Sam. I think Jack was just so petrified at the circumstances, and also having his father turn on him like that. I think he was just going through so much. It was just really traumatic. He definitely has a huge trust in Sam. I think, obviously they have a good dynamic. Yeah, just what Sam would do, because Sam's kind of the guy who will fall on his own sword, to protect everyone. So I think he was unsure, but it's just a terrible situation for your father to put you in, Yeah. Hey.
Hi, Alex. My name is Hannah. First of all, I just wanted to say happy birthday.
Thank you.
And second of all, what's it like working with Jensen and Jared?
I love this question. I can take it anywhere. It's terrible. It's terrible, guys. Don't do it. Don't be nice to them. It's not worth it. No, it's been great. Everyone's really welcoming. It's a really warm set, good energy. Minus all the trauma from the pranks. Other than that, it's a pretty good life, Yeah. What do you guys want me to be like? He's like, yeah, they're topless all the time. Mud wrestling. There's Jello wrestling Thursdays. Mandatory for all Supernatural cast. We need that tape. If you guys see Old School, you know what I'm talking about. Hi.
Hi, I'm Danielle, and we all know that the boys prank you and Misha a lot. So I was wondering if you two were gonna form an alliance and prank them back.
Well, the terrible part is that I was supposed to be Misha 2.0, and I thought with that name that I would have Misha protecting me, guiding me, being on my team, at least. Team Free Will, Misha 2.0. I felt a lot of unity in those names. There was not unity in those names. Unfortunately, it became almost like a wrestling tag team for them. I'd laugh, and then Jared would come out, boom, Jensen comes in, and I'm like, come on, Misha, don't put me up against the ropes. But what does Misha do? Boom, he tags in. One of them's holding me down, other one's punching me in the gut. So, thanks, Misha. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Caitlin.
Hi.
Hi, so I was wondering, I have to read this, I'm so nervous. What was it like?
Take a breath. You're all good.
What was it like when you first joined Supernatural? Were you getting pranked immediately, or did it take a while?
Well, they were very professional for the first couple days. Which is always great if you guys get a new job. You really want to set the bar high, just so it can get crushed later on. So initially really good, but now we're down, in the mud, if you will. Not the Jello guys. Certain things you regret. You're like, I knew I shouldn't have said that. But yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Hey.
Hi, I'm Krista.
Hello.
So my sister and I have a question, and
Okay.
also my sister and I made you a card for your birthday.
Thank you.
And I was wondering if I could give it to you, or you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Does it say anything crazy or offensive?
I think so.
Okay. Can I read it out loud? Don't worry, I won't read it out loud. I won't do that to you. P.S. Tell your girlfriend to say hi, and she's an awesome photographer. That's very nice.
Okay, so my question is,
one of the boys does Jack consider most like his father, or like someone who cares for him most?
It's tough to say. Again, more referencing, like they're kind of like a tag team father thing at this point. There's definitely the kind of celestial connection with Castiel, but at this point, I think they're all kind of on the level for, My Three Dads, the sitcom. Yeah, I'm gonna give them equal playing field at this point. Thank you for the card. Hello.
Hello, my name is Nikila. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
A good place to be. So I was wondering what characteristics do you have in common with Jack and what's completely different between you two?
What I like about him is that he is very optimistic. I like that he sees the world with like fresh eyes a lot of the time, that he hopefully sees the good in most everyone. So I think when I'm having like a good day, I feel like that. So I think that part definitely resonates with me. But he's so optimistic though. I'm not as optimistic as he is. But again, I think on a good day, there's like a lot of similarities that way. Thanks. What up, Cass?
Hi!
Hey.
My name is Melody, and you're my favorite actor. I want to say that real quick.
Wow, thank you.
And my question is, does Jack know about the sexual tension between Dean and Castiel? And how do you think he reacts to it?
You guys are very, it's always very like yes or no on these ones. I think the sexual tension you're seeing is brotherhood. We're all having our own human experience, and I definitely think you would like to see your own version of My Three Dads. I would be the comedic relief. And again, on your show, I'm guessing there's topless bull riding and such. I think Jack, what actually I like about the character is that he is so, the idea of like sexuality for him and even seeing that is so beyond where he's at, which is great. So he's just more focused on like, trying to save his friends, as opposed to like, what's that sexual tension over there? Over there at the corner there. All right, thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name is Emily, and I was wondering, what do you think Jack's favorite TV show is, and why?
Obviously this is gonna have a skewed response, but I'm gonna say his favorite show at this point is Scooby-Doo. And if it would have been possible for Jack to see a Scooby-Doo Supernatural crossover episode, can't wait to see how the person signing that is a crossover episode thing. Very cool. That, I think, would be cool. They did kind of tie it in at the beginning of the season where they had Jack watching cartoons. So I'm going to say Scooby-Doo. Which character do you think he would like best? Shaggy? Scooby?
I think he would like Scooby best.
What about Shaggy the Stoner? Would that work for him? You watch these shows as a kid, and you're just like, they're just hungry all the time. And then you're older, and you're like, these writers, they were, this is a different time. Hi.
Hi, it's Christina.
Hi, Christina.
So first, just real quick, I do want to tell you that from the moment I saw you in the first episode, I fell in love with Jack as a character and you as an actor.
Oh, thank you.
And then Jack is, maybe a couple months old at the most, and I just want to know if he's sort of like, experience for him to be like a child instead of trying to save everyone as he's trying to do. Like, would you like to see that in season 14?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the struggle for Jack's character is that, there's parts of him that I think would really love to be a kid or just have a moment of just innocence, but especially with Jack kind of being, when he got thrust into Apocalypse World and then kind of dealing with Michael and then, you know, meeting Jim Beaver's character and all those kind of people, he was really forced into a role of like, you know, protector, gotta do the right thing, gotta protect these people. It's not like he's had time to play kickball, you know, or whatever it is that kids do now, you know. There's like little moments where he like gets to enjoy Star Wars, and I think those are like really nice moments for him, but obviously he's been thrust into like a really important position that, you know, obviously he didn't get asked to do, it just happened, you know. Yeah, thank you.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Betsy. So my question is, a lot of the castmates have been saying, you know, they're getting older, they take naps more instead of day drinking. So my question is, how does it feel to be one of the younger members of a really old cast?
Are you gonna ask them this in their panel?
I could if you want.
That must be crushing. How do you respond to that? Hey, how does it feel to be old? You're like, I don't know, it kind of sucks. I don't know. I feel young, but at the same time, like, I'm getting older as well. So, you know, I think they were living like a little fast and loose in like the first like 5-6 seasons. You know, no wife, you know, no children. They probably had a lot of time to do this stuff, but you just can't party like that anymore. You know. I can't at least. I don't know about you guys. Have you guys been out this weekend? Is that like, are there like supernatural ragers after? So like everyone back at my hotel room. But that being said, it's always nice to have older friends, because guess what? You're always going to be younger than them. You can always stick it to them. So as a young person, make some old friends, they'll probably make you better. And as an older person, make some young friends, because they'll keep you young.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Glad you're here with us. And we're always excited to have the cast join the cast. So my question is, were you, before you auditioned for Supernatural, were you aware of Supernatural? And did you know what you were getting into?
I definitely didn't know what I was getting into, per se. I'm from Vancouver, so you see like the filming locations kind of scattered around the city. And because it is a show that shoots there, you end up reading for the show, and you know like Arrow shoots there, Flash shoots there, like Legends of Tomorrow shoots there. So there's all these shows that are around, so you kind of have an awareness of them. But did I think, you know, getting this part would land me here in front of all you guys? Definitely not. Just kind of a fun bonus. Yeah, so you really don't know what you're getting into until it's kind of already in motion, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it was like the first one I went to was in San Francisco, and they're like, yeah, it'll be good. I'm like, what do I expect? They're just like, you know? Yeah. Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
My question is about Alex.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
It's okay.
About your character. He's not really had a chance to be innocent, like we were saying. He's been through a lot of trauma, but he obviously likes that kid stuff. Like, he loves candy, he loves Star Wars. Is he gonna get a chance to like kick back in the next season and maybe binge watch some Netflix, eat candy?
Some Netflix and chill. For Jack, Netflix and candy. I don't think so. I don't think the show works like that. Pretty much anytime they do anything, as soon as it looks like anybody can relax, something terrible happens. At least in my experience that I've seen. It's like there's no really time off for them as hunters, you know? It kind of seems like the job just keeps going. Also, would you guys watch an episode of a dude just watching Netflix? How boring would that be? Yeah, I don't see these characters get any downtime. Again, there's the like crossover. People are like, oh, you're crossover. People are like Hawaii 5-0. And everyone's like, let's shoot Supernatural in Hawaii. So that would be awesome. maybe some Hawaii shirts, maybe some board shorts. Maybe they, have to catch a vampire who surfs. I don't know. But I'm down as long as we're filming in Hawaii. Thanks. Hello.
Hi, my name is...
Uh-oh. Let's try that again.
I want to know, what's your favorite and least favorite thing about your cat?
Least favorite? That's a biased question. My favorite thing is that he likes me more than he likes Jenna. Which is super selfish. But you know when cats pick you and it just like feels good? You're like, yeah, the guy chose me. My least favorite, it's not even least favorite. What he'll do is he'll try to like break into things, like he'll try to like rip apart open treat bags, which I just find hilarious. So I can't even get mad. I just encourage him. I'm like, you did real good today, buddy. I'm actually just like, I watch him do like destructive things and you just end up being proud, You're just like, oh man, you worked all night to open that bag. Like, good for you, little guy. So I can't beat the cat. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. First
Hi,
of all,
Lindsay.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
My question would be, what is the worst prank that Jared and Jensen have pulled on you since you've joined the cast?
I mean, I guess that's up for debate. The worst prank. You know what? They haven't like filled my car with anything. They haven't like abandoned me at a location or something. That's true. That's very true. I doubt they're backstage like writing notes though. It's like, has fear of being abandoned. Check. I think the funniest one for me was the dicks. They're just like, they were giving me the video of my mom who sends me this beautiful message about how Jack's gonna be fine and whatever, and open it up, it's just a bunch of penises. I thought that was like, that one took the most planning. It took a little bit of like deception and dedication. We had to coordinate with the IT guy to make sure that there were enough dicks to fill up the screen. So really, you just gotta respect the game at that point. You could be angry, but instead you should just be thankful that they want to mess with you that badly, that they're willing to sacrifice time out of their day. So you gotta appreciate it. Yeah, thanks. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Liam from Minnesota, and I'm wondering if you could have an animal companion for Jack, who would it be?
Well, thanks for coming from Minnesota. Go Vikings. I think it'd be cool, maybe this is just what I would want, but it'd be super cool if Jack had like a wolf. I think wolves are pretty cool, and then you see the Game of Thrones stuff. I mean, you probably have you watched Game of Thrones? Good for your parents. I think you got a few, how old are you?
11.
Yeah, you got a couple more years, right? But I'd say a wolf would be pretty cool. I could hang out with a wolf and I could go on wolf adventures. I think this has potential. What do you think? Yeah? If you could give Jack an animal, what would you pick? Boom, he said wolf. Wolf? Yeah, we're on the same page. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Hello.
My name is Jordan, and my question is how do you change your eye color?
Well, thanks for coming. Hello. Hi. How do I say this without disappointing you? At this point, the only way for me to change my eye color is purely through Jack magic. So the power Thanks for your question. you. So cute, jeez. I need to stop swearing in these panels. Just realized now, I'm like, okay. Now their parents have to explain things on the ride home. Be like, Jack didn't mean it. Jack had a slip up. Hello.
If you created an episode, what would it be about?
Again, Hawaii, guys. We're going to Hawaii, 100%. Any excuse for me. I was talking to the question and answer panel earlier, the private panel, and I really liked the French Mistake. I really liked how just meta and hilarious it was. Just what I like with the show is it can kind of play on itself, fun of itself, and the people on the show can make fun of themselves as well, which is not something every actor is capable of, for sure. I would definitely, okay, so here's my pitch then. So we're in Hawaii, but we're playing versions of ourselves. So Misha's tweeting constantly. Jared and Jensen aren't friends in real life. And then, I don't know, I think the meta version of Jack would be like a hardcore smoker or something. Yeah, whatever, man, roll the tape. And then we're in Hawaii doing our meta episode, trying to solve the surfing vampire crime. That's my idea at this point. You guys are like, this does not have traction. Please don't make this episode. Or we could just do the Netflix and Candy episode. In Hawaii. Hello.
Hello, my name is Maureen, and I'm from the city of Commerce. And my question is, I'm so sorry, I'm so nervous.
It's okay.
What's it feels like to be part of Cast of Supernatural? Did you watch some episodes that makes you want to join with the cast?
Sorry, what's the most exciting part?
What inspired you to join the cast of Supernatural? Did you watch some episodes and make you want to join the party?
Oh, okay. Like, I was inspired to join. So I have some sad news from the acting world. If you get a job, it's like a good thing. Like, you don't get to pick the job. I wish I could just like turn on TV and be like, love to be on that show. And then just boom, I'm on the show. I'd go back, I'd take Jesse's part in Breaking Bad, you know? Just immediately. I guess it's been kind of a more of a luck thing for me. That lucky I was enough to get on the show, lucky enough to like have a part, and then lucky enough to kind of have these kind of experiences as like a bonus. So I guess I've said this before, but like the most inspiring part of the job for me has been I get to meet you guys, which is awesome, and then even better is I see how you guys support each other. I see like today, one of the women in the panel in the question, she got a matching tattoo with her friend of the coordinates of where they like met during like a supernatural convention they went to together. So like that is crazy inspiring, or like what you guys do for charity, how you guys support each other, and you know, Brianna's got an album coming out. So like none of that happens without this. So that would be what's inspiring to me. Sorry, that was a little long. I'll go back to Hawaii jokes. Hello.
So I'm asking on behalf of my friend. She couldn't be here. It's her birthday.
This is a sneaky one. When you know, when like you're in grade school, you're like, my friend says.
It's her birthday today too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, and she was wondering if you pay attention to your zodiac sign at all.
Like the Zodiac Killer? What's your friend's name?
Her name is Dexter.
Sorry, what?
Her name is Dexter.
Dexter?
Yeah.
What a cool name.
I know.
Wow. Wish I had a cool name. Happy birthday, Dexter. Shout out my new birthday buddy. Yes, I do, a little bit. not so much that I want to admit. Do you pay attention? Do you find it like sneakily accurate sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. I don't want you guys to like now look at the zodiac thing and then be like, this is what Alex is dealing with today. There are some rain showers out there. So I do look. Jenna definitely looks. So I'll say that. Yeah. Happy birthday, Dexter. Is she here?
She's not in the country, she's in Mexico.
Shout out Mexico.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm wondering how your life has changed as a result of being part of Supernatural.
0 changes. There are, well, I don't work at a bar, so that's pretty cool. I'm not bussing tables, which is also cool. Those are big deals for me. Yeah, I mean, the level of support, the activity around, the travel, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know. How has Supernatural changed your life? Yeah, buddy, you.
I've been following all the seasons through a bunch of random life changes. Well, it's cool to have a constant show that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's thank you for saying that. That's, for me, I just wanted to honor that kind of when I'm going into the show. I know this show's been through so much with so many people, and I think that's kind of awesome that every week, or, you know, hopefully every week, that, like, you turn on TV and Sam and Dean are there kicking ass, and that, like, feels good. So I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. A little bit. What? Sorry, Mom. Damn it. Hi.
Hi. My name's Alex as well.
Boom.
Right? It's also my birthday, so.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
What?
So many birthdays.
You're lying.
No.
What a great lie you're doing right now. You for real?
Yeah.
What year are you born?
96.
Okay, well we're not, you know, but still, that's crazy.
My question is
What a
also,
day.
my mom wanted to know if,
This is another sneaky question. When you ask
Yeah,
questions
right.
for your mom, okay. Mom, I see you. Like, what are you doing here? All right, like, okay, go ahead.
I don't know if you remember Jesse, the half demon, half human child. I was wondering if you think there's going to be any connection between Jack and him, like maybe a rivalry, or maybe bring him back and help him, like, live the life you've learned to live as a half angel.
I mean, I don't write the show. Spoiler. I don't write the show. I think, actually, we kind of saw this with Kaya's character. Not that she was, you know, half angel, half whatever. But Jack, I think, is very nurturing, and he would definitely want to help, you know, anybody who's kind of dealing with that. So I think he would definitely be nurturing and would be down to help, you know? Thank you, Mom. A lot of mom shout-outs today. It's good. Hi. Hello.
My question is, like, if you had the perfect opportunity to prank Jensen and Jared, how would you prank them?
I can't reveal that. This is years of planning. What are you talking about? Here's the thing. I am taking suggestions. So if you guys would like to Twitter me, please at me and tell me things like good suggestions, because I need to just like develop these as much as I can. So if you have one right now, I'm very down to hear this. Come on. Hi.
Hi. My question is, in the episode where Jack is learning about his powers and starts harming himself and heals instantly, what impact does that have on you as Jack as a person?
Me as Jack, or like Jack the person? What do you mean?
Like, what you had to like prep as, like.
Oh, like for me, what I had to prep as.
Yeah, like, did it have a down effect on you, or was it just like basically depression?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, there's certain scenes that are like easier to shoot than others. You know, one day you're eating 8 Mars bars in one take, and then the next day you're like stabbing yourself and like crying. So like there's a lot of varying things that go on. I definitely related to it in terms of like how he isn't happy with himself. He isn't like happy with where he's at. So there's definitely things that you kind of bring into that from your own personal life that are sometimes harder than others. On the day, that stuff is hard. Just because you're saying it, you're doing an action, like you still feel it in some way. So that was definitely a difficult day. But what's great about that show and how the arc of Jack's character is gone is just having that acceptance from his family, from the Winchesters, from Castiel, kind of really helped him become what he was and just be okay with that. So I was happy that he had that low, but only so that he could kind of, feel better about it down the road. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name's Maddie.
Hi.
I was wondering, out of the whole cast, who do you think is the best dressed?
Again, it's always these questions that I feel like will get me in trouble later. Who's the best? Okay, actually, I'd rather take a poll. Who's the most stylish? If it's, okay, ready? Will you guys help me? Okay. Are we talking characters or are we talking like the actors?
Actors.
Okay, boom. Ready? Jensen. Jared. Misha. Mark.
Yeah.
Oh wait, me. Rowena, that's good. Yeah, Brianna, okay. Definitely, I think it's got to be definitely one of the girls. I'll call it tie based on that. But if you had to pick, who do you think is most stylish?
Rowena.
Mark Shepard.
Using suits for a lot of it. That's cool. Last question, speed round, go.
Hi, sorry. Maybe inappropriate to ask with a baby, but what was it like filming naked first day that you're on set?
This is like mom's got to get it in weekend, I feel like. There are moments that are easier than others, but standing near naked in front of new friends is always nerve-wracking. Thankfully that was the day that they were professional, because I feel like if this happened now, I'd get a lot more comments, a lot more jokes, a lot more sideways glances,
I like the way you said that was the day, not one of the days. That was the day.
Well, Rich, in terms of being professional, it's one day at a time.
It is one day at a time. It's one day every 14 seasons, I think it's actually
I love when they meet people and they shake their hand for the first time. And they're like, oh, it's so lovely meeting you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I know these assholes, what are they doing? Terrible.
Don't trust them! You're back there screaming.
Yeah.
Help! Don't look them in the eye! How was your time with the good people from the...
I don't know, how about this?
Thank you.
About you guys too.
Oh, that's all right.
And I was like, these assholes, and I'm like, oh shit, they're there. Scrap it, Tom, scrap it. Thank you guys very much.
By the way, round of applause for Alex's girlfriend, Jenna, back there. Who really didn't want to come on stage.
Thank you guys.
Bye, Outcast.
Hey, I'm Jim Beaver from the TV show Supernatural, and be sure and check out the content on Wayward Fanboy.